Welcome, everyone. This is your host, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of key performance indicators, or KPIs, and how they can transform the way you set and achieve your goals. Joining me is my co host, who is always full of insightful questions and wild tangents. So let's get started. What do you think KPIs are all about? Um, KPIs are these specific metrics that help you measure the success of your goals, right? But I've always wondered, how do we know which KPIs to choose? It seems like there are so many options out there. You're absolutely right. KPIs are indeed specific metrics that help us gauge progress and success. The key is to choose KPIs that align with your overall objectives. For example, if you're running a business, you might look at revenue growth, customer satisfaction, or employee turnover. Each KPI should be relevant, measurable, and actionable. What do you think? Have you ever used KPIs in your personal life? Hmm, I've actually used KPIs for fitness goals. I track my steps, calories burned, and even my mood. But sometimes it feels overwhelming. How do you avoid getting lost in the data and stay focused on the big picture? That's a great point. It's important to balance the data with a clear vision. One way to do this is by setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. For instance, instead of just saying, I want to be healthier, you might set a goal like, I will walk 10,000 steps every day for the next month. This gives you a clear target and a way to measure your progress. What other examples of SMART goals have you come across? I love that. I've also seen SMART goals used in marketing campaigns. For example, increase website traffic by 20% within the next quarter by launching a new content series. It's amazing how these goals help keep everyone on the same page. But what about when things don't go as planned? How do you handle setbacks? Setbacks are a natural part of the process. The key is to use them as learning opportunities. For instance, if you didn't meet your website traffic goal, you might analyze the data to see what worked and what didn't. Maybe the content series didn't resonate with your audience, or the timing was off. Use these insights to refine your approach. Have you ever had to pivot a goal based on new information? Oh, absolutely. I once set a goal to read 50 books in a year, but I realized halfway through that I was burning out. So I adjusted my goal to 25 books and focused on quality over quantity. It was a much better fit for me. Speaking of adjustments, how do you ensure that KPIs remain relevant over time? That's a fantastic question. KPIs need to be dynamic and adaptable. Regularly review your KPIs to ensure they still align with your goals. For example, a tech startup might start with a focus on user acquisition, but as they grow, the focus might shift to user retention and engagement. It's all about being flexible and responsive to changes in the environment. What do you think about the role of data in this process? I think data is crucial. It provides the evidence you need to make informed decisions. But it's also important to balance data with intuition and creativity. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the whole story. How do you strike that balance? Absolutely. Data is a powerful tool, but it's not the only tool. Combining data with qualitative insights, such as customer feedback or team observations, can give you a more holistic view. For instance, a business might see a dip in sales, but customer reviews might reveal that the product is still well liked, but the delivery process is slow. Addressing that issue could boost sales without changing the product itself. What are some real-world examples of successful KPI implementation that you've come across? I've heard about a company that used KPIs to reduce their environmental impact. They set a goal to reduce waste by 30% within 2 years and tracked their progress through regular audits. They not only met their goal, but also saved money in the process. It's a win-win situation. What about industries where KPIs might be less obvious, like the arts? Great question. In the arts, KPIs can be more qualitative. For example, an artist might set a goal to exhibit in a certain number of galleries within a year, or to receive a specific number of positive reviews. The key is to define what success looks like for you and find metrics that align with that. What do you think about balancing short-term and long-term goals? I think it's all about finding a rhythm. Short-term goals keep you motivated and give you quick wins, while long-term goals provide direction and a sense of purpose. It's like a sprint and a marathon combined. How do you ensure that you're not sacrificing one for the other? That's a great analogy. The key is to have a clear roadmap that outlines both short term and long term goals. For example, a marketing team might set short term goals for monthly content creation and long term goals for annual brand awareness. Regular check ins and adjustments ensure that both types of goals are being addressed. What's your take on the future of KPIs? I think KPIs will become even more integrated into our lives. With the rise of AI and data analytics, we'll have more tools to measure and optimize our performance. But it's also important to remember that KPIs are tools, not the end goal. They should serve us, not the other way around. What do you think? I couldn't agree more. The future of KPIs is exciting, but it's crucial to use them wisely. Always keep your ultimate objectives in mind and use KPIs to guide you there. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on achieving your goals. Until next time, keep setting those smart goals and making progress every day.